We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
That's the reason we go for the circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Mahomes again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Dawson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
44, Mike. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, switch gears. 60
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try the left side. Dawson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Complete to
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to launch it for Washington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team, because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st down, it's Dawson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Broncos 14, Chiefs 7.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Equanimous St. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Equanimous St. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for this. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
14-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
1-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert O, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Taylor. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
And open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. 37 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
1st down, Chiefs.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a bit. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Mahomes firing complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch the yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability.
Harrison Butker.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now McManus for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Makes the score Broncos 54, Chiefs 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
First and 10, Taylor now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.